we have been traveling around the world with whiskies of late.
Yes.
And we did ask the viewers for some ideas of some countries that produce whiskey that we haven't heard of.
Yeah.
We have a fan that has done one better and delivered a bottle.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
By hand. So we're heading to a place that is well better known for its beaches and rum. We're going to the Philippines.
What?
The Philippines.
Back off.
So come take a journey with us while we have a wee dram of White Castle.
Right now I know you're taking the piss. There's no way White Castle is a Filipino name for a whiskey. It's an American fast food place, isn't it?
I want 30 sliders, 5 French fries, and 4 large cherry cokes.
I want the same, except make mine Diet Cokes.
Well, these guys probably had it first. The finest 5-year-old whiskey.
Oh.
I don't know if you should really be announcing the 5-year-old. It's probably the lowest age statement I've ever heard of.
It's pretty much fresh out the barrel.
So this was originally founded by a Chinese immigrant that settled in the Philippines.
Hang on. In the Philippines, Chinese immigrant with an American name.
Well, that's not his name. His name is Limtuaco.
Okay.
So started a distillery called the Distilleria Limtuaco.
Okay. All right.
I hope I got that right. But get this, in 1852.
Oh, fuck. Really?
And we're only just hearing about it.
Jesus.
1852. So to put that in a bit of perspective, 14 years before Jack Daniels was ever fired up. What do we got? 40 years before Belvini, which is a big Scotch whiskey. Get this, 70 years before the first Japanese commercial distillery by the way of Yamazaki.
Wow.
So before Japan was commercially creating whiskies in Yamazaki, this was already out.
Is there any chance this is like Chinese propaganda? Have you fact checked this?
Yes, I have fact checked this.
Have you fact checked this somewhere other than ChatGPT?
Yes, I have fact checked this.
Have you?
When he called me out. That's not the only thing. Still to this day, family owned and run.
Oh, nice.
So we are at our 5th generation running it at the moment, with the 6th generation coming through, learning the ropes now, ready to take over. So 6 generations
Nice.
in the Philippines. And again, we're only just hearing about this stuff. But we must be a bit oblivious to this sort of thing, because in the Philippines, apparently it is basically an iconic household name.
Oh, wow.
So through the 70s and 80s, they did this big ad campaign with the White Castle girl. Basically a girl, nice pretty girl, clad in a bikini, riding a white horse up and down a beach. But it was such a big ad campaign. It ended up becoming like the most recognizable alcohol advertisement in the country. So it just becomes such a part of society, I guess, that it was just a household name, White Castle whiskey.
Fair enough.
So,
we often comment on the marketing genius of some of the brands.
Yes, yeah.
1970s, 1980s, hot girl in bikini on beach makes sense.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
100%.
well, we could all just dream of.
Well, yeah.
So, I will say I'm kind of reserved about this one. Again, 5-year-old.
Okay.
The lowest age statement whiskey I've ever heard of. It is distilled in a warmer climate, which we've explained before. You know, you tend to age things a bit quicker.
Yeah.
It is a blended. They've got obviously their own spirit that they distill, but then they do import a lot of other distilled whiskies.
Right.
So distilled malt. So that is post distillation as a alcoholic spirit, but before it's aged.
Okay.
Import a bit of that. There is absolutely no information out there whatsoever as to where they supply from, where they get it from. They've kept the recipe an absolute secret for so long.
Okay.
Good on them.
Yeah, fair play.
But again, only aged 5 years in oak barrels. Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Again, minimal information.
Exactly. So I'm expecting nothing overly complex. And again, this was a gift from a fan. Mm-hmm. But to my understanding, it was incredibly cheap.
Don't denigrate our fans.
No,
like that. I mean,
love it, absolutely. If we land on a cheap winner here, kudos to him. And that's not the point I was getting. The point is, it's young, it's cheap.
Yeah,
I'm not expecting a lot.
Right. I'm curious.
Very curious.
Oh, that's a very sweet smell. It's like a light sweet smell. Honey?
I'm getting like lolly, like a red lolly of some sort.
Oh, like a licorice thing?
Yeah, the red Twizzlers.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah. Mixed with vodka. It has got quite a vodka
Now we know the
smell
flavour
to it,
profile.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that smells quite
Is
pleasant.
there any
really.
chance the red Twizzlers are made in the Philippines? I'm just...
We're under your secrets,
Yeah.
White Castle.
That's gone down very easy. It's sweet.
It's super thin,
Yeah.
easy, not complex in the slightest, but that just tastes like, to me, you know those little raspberry lollies?
Yeah.
Just them distilled.
That is nice.
That's actually really, really easy. I mean, there's quite a burn to that.
A little
It-
bit.
it
on
is
the
a
back,
bit hot.
Back of the throat. But
Yeah. But I mean, that definitely just comes with age and...
It's also not the worst
It's only
burn that we've had.
40%.
I mean, that's...
No, definitely not. And for something cheap and young,
Yeah.
that is a lot easier than I would expect.
But yeah, it's nice. It's like you said, it's not heavy, it's not oily, it's not rich, it's not... Like, you're not overpowered by the flavour, nor are you overpowered by the burn. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's still sitting there in the back of the
Yeah,
throat.
yeah.
But it's not bad.
I mean, if you're after something sweet and easy,
And potentially very cheap.
yeah. I can see why it's a household staple.
Yeah. Yeah. You could well see that being something that everybody has in their cupboard that, you know, is a generally accepted drink. No, you think in Ireland, you go into a house, there'll be a Jameson there, you know. But that,
A rural Australian place, there would be 1 or 20 bottles of rum in there. You know.
Mundy rum.
Exactly.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a night out on that one, so the less
Plenty
said about
fights.
that, the better. But,
The taste doesn't linger at all. It's
no.
gone.
Yeah.
Sweet on the lips. But yeah, wow.
Nice.
I'm really surprised by that.
That's very good, yeah.
Want to put a bit of ice?
We could
Yeah,
try,
we'll do with that.
Let's do that. There's,
That lolly.
yeah, the smell is kind of thinned out a bit, but
It's definitely, yeah, that raspberry lolly flavour. Ooh. Don't think I'm a fan of that.
no, not with the ice.
It took a lot of the flavour away.
Yeah.
And just brought that almost vodka sensation
Yeah.
through, didn't it?
It's a bit like it's as if you're drinking water, but then the water burns at the back of the throat. It's,
So vodka.
yeah,
Like I said, it was a very thin whiskey, so there wouldn't be a lot of, I can't imagine a lot of oils in that to
Yeah.
really separate and play with. So I think it has just watered it down and that's it.
that's it. It's
Yeah.
killed it. Yeah.
Rating.
Oh well. I'm favourably impressed with that. I'm not overwhelmed by it, but I reckon that's a solid
It's a perfect
3 and a
description.
half. I mean,
Yeah.
I think out of 5, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Yeah, I think again, it is definitely not a Scotch.
No.
Or another whiskey that can be likened to anything. So I don't think should be judged
No.
in that manner. So for what it is, again, I would say the same thing. Yeah, 3.5. That's just, it's easy, and I'm assuming from where it's from, very accessible.
Yeah.
Being such an iconic name. So yeah, that's just a nice, easy,
I'm impressed.
anytime drink. That one, yeah.
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 So I think a big shout out to that particular fan.
Yes,
Who got
yeah,
us this
that's a
cheap,
pearler.
though it may be. it's definitely going
Maybe we
down
could
well.
ask for more then.
We could, I think. Yes. Find us some more gems like this.
Yes.
Because
that was fantastic.
That is the first time I've even heard about a Filipino whiskey.
Yeah, and that's what we're after. We were asking for suggestions for other countries that do produce whiskies that we may never have heard of.
That's right.
As I said, this fan has come through with an absolute pearler.
Yeah.
And I'll ask the viewers this too, shoot through in the comments too. Have you ever had a whiskey that you just had absolute low expectations for,
Yeah.
but blew your mind?
Oh,
We want to
yeah,
hear
that'd be
about
good
some
one.
of those good stories
That's a
too.
good
So
question,
if you
yeah.
could pop them through the comments, that would be fantastic. All right, so that
Okay.
was White Castle from the Philippines.
Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you
Well
again
impressed.
to the fan, and thank you everybody for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share us far and wide.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you.
The glass was actually empty for that.
Oh yeah, the button did the thing.
Just waiting inside.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about me.
I told you to do the vocal like that. All right. All right. Now you're doing it as well. 1 Q, 2 Q. There's a blue.